Well, it looks like Pixar is hitting the sequel button. We've got an article here that we're going to be talking about
Oh
regarding
yeah.
Pixar and their new release plans.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I'm going hard on these
2025,
P's.
2020, 2025, 2026.
Yeah,
it's pretty
it's going
much
to turn things around for Disney.
right.
Turn
yeah.
it around.
All right, so let's go ahead and I'll read some of this. Pixar's president Jim Morris announced at the end of 2023 that the company would be taking a new approach in the new year, with more attention put on what made its past films so beloved. Now Morris has provided more information about the strategy, blah 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 blah. All right, so it goes on to say a little bit about how Pixar was significantly successful with the release of Toy Story 4, but then the studio managed to kind of fall down in theatrical releases. They blame COVID, which they hold some responsibility in like 2020 and maybe 2021, but not of recent days. So they basically have had a horrible theatrical release numbers with a lot of the recent Pixar movies. So they have a plan to remedy this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since they haven't seen a success since Toy Story 4. Okay.
What's the plan?
A couple of the big flops was like Soul, right?
Mhm.
Lightyear, Elemental didn't do very good, I don't think.
Fish?
Maybe it did okay, but not as good as they wanted it to. Well, this is Pixar. So Disney has their own animated segment, and then Disney Pixar is different,
Specifically
right?
Disney Pixar.
So like things like obviously Frozen, Tangled, those live inside Disney Animation, and then you got Disney Pixar, which is different. However, so this is the plan. All right, just to give it to everybody up front. The current strategy involves 3 movies every 2 years. All right. With every other one being a sequel or spin-off, while the rest are standalone concepts to potentially seed for new franchises. All right,
Stop seeding new franchises.
Wait, can you repeat that? Because that's confusing to me. 3 releases every 2 years? Is that what you said?
So every 2 years, there's going to be 3 Pixar movies, right?
So 1.5 movies a year.
Yes.
During the course of those 2 years.
3 Pixar movies, and they're going to rotate it. So every other film is going to be a sequel or spin-off, while the rest are standalone concepts to seed potential new franchises. And they believe this is a balance that should be able to keep everyone happy. You said stop seeding, right?
Yeah, stop seeding. So here's the question. What are these sequels that we're going to be getting? Are we getting sequels? Are we going to get a sequel to A Bug's Life, WALL-E?
Look, I think
more Monsters Inc., more Cars.
If they're doing this many spin-offs or sequels, I think you can expect a little bit of all of the above, right?
Yeah. My guess is Incredibles and
Incredibles 3. They already have a Toy Story 5 planned. That's already happening.
Yeah. So I think Incredibles 3, because the second one was really popular, even though it was not a good movie. It was popular because everybody was like, "Wait, a movie after 15 years? We're gonna have another Incredibles." So they wanted to see it. It wasn't good, but they're gonna go down on the things that kind of worked. And so Incredibles, definitely.
So the next thing that you can expect from Disney Pixar is Inside Out 2, which is coming out this year.
Okay, yep.
Every projection says that's going to do well. Right?
The numbers are going to be good. Whether the film is going to be good, I don't know. But the numbers
that is going to so for sure, because Inside Out was the seeding of a good idea, at least for a large audience. This Inside Out 2, I'm predicting, is going to solidify their ideas around why it's working and why it's not working.
Yeah.
I think they think there's just too many new ideas, so we need to capitalize on what people already love and try new ideas less, but still try them.
I think they're scrambling. They're
100%.
scrambling. They're doing exactly what Josh is saying. Is trying to capitalize on the things that worked the things
Mhm.
people maybe necessarily didn't necessarily like, but definitely worked. Um, like they just dropped out of nowhere this trailer for Moana 2, right? I know this
Right.
isn't Pixar, but
Well,
it's
yeah,
Disney.
it's Disney.
Do you guys know why they did that and how they did that?
So I know they were doing a Moana live action. Then they scrapped that, at least for now.
Mm-hmm.
Then they said they're doing a Moana series,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I guess they've scrapped that
and made it a movie.
Okay,
and made it a movie.
they did what happened to Golden Age, or was it Golden or Silver Age Disney movie? I think it was Silver Age Disney movies, right? Where the movie came out and they would start to make a TV show to release on like video or TV or something. And instead they scrap it. They take what they've made from the TV show and put it into a movie.
A movie.
That's what has happened with Moana. They had the whole thing written out and animated. And I'm almost positive acted as well.
They're spending tons of money on The Rock just getting those voice recordings in for no reason.
They've scrapped it. They've cut it all together into a movie. So it's probably gonna be like those straight to VHS, like the Lion King 2 or the Tarzan 2 or Cinderella 2, which a lot of these were just little short stories. That were supposed to be full-length episodes.
I mean, if it is straight to movie, which means straight to Disney Plus at this point.
I don't think. No, they want. I think they want to release this, and I think they want to release it.
They're gonna release it in
because
theaters.
they need something. They had nothing for the end of the year.
Okay, that reminds me. So another part of this plan, further down in the article, it does say another strategy they're doing is they're going to stop making Pixar movies available on Disney Plus until the theatrical release is done, right? So there's a little bit of competition between theaters and Disney Plus, and they are axing that and saying they're doing a full exclusive theatrical release for Pixar movies, and it's only going on Disney Plus after the theatrical run is finished.
So it seems to me like Disney as a whole is backing off Disney Plus content.
Well, they are. Well, here's the thing: they're the second biggest streamer, and they're like, "This doesn't work." That's a bad place to be in.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. They're going to stop making original content, and then they're just going to use it as a catalog site because people will pay for a catalog site, and then they'll put once a movie goes through its theatrical run, they'll put it on Disney Plus so that people can get on and watch it there, and that way it doesn't go on HBO Max or Hulu it could go on Hulu, they own that, but like or Netflix or something like that. So it's for sure catalog site.
It's all of their stuff. The issue there is like, okay, does that mean are we scrapping or just like barely doing any original series? Are they out of the series game? And
I think at least until Disney Plus itself, not Disney.
Yeah.
Disney Plus has to have the capital.
That's the thing though. They have the capital. They just didn't run the numbers right and said this. They have the cap. They're number 2 on
How do you know
streaming.
they've got the capital? What do you mean?
Because they are number 2 on streaming subscribers. All right. Netflix is far ahead of them, but they are the second largest streaming in the world.
Even with those numbers, they don't have the capital to be making Hollywood level movies and shows.
It's because Disney's old Hollywood.
No.
They operate
so what
on
they
big,
need to be
bloated
doing,
budgets.
what Disney Plus needs to be doing is do what Netflix did when they were getting just, enough money. It's make one really good something.
Yes.
Or make a couple of lower budget things that people can enjoy.
Mm-hmm. And think about this. Netflix is always pivoting. They're the first ones to pivot according to the market. Like we have our new team leads for genres. You know what I mean? They're restructuring. They're doing smaller, cheaper shows to be able to make more variety of shows for all the viewing audiences. And that's the thing. They tried to play Netflix's game when they've been in it too long. They're going to be the master all the time.
I don't know though. I mean, if you want to say team leads, Disney has been doing that for a while. They have their people that are in charge of Marvel, people that are in charge of Star Wars, people that are in
None
charge
of these people,
the
first
animated stuff. And
they're
so
all creative
maybe they're
hacks.
not doing it good,
right?
but they've been doing it before even Netflix is doing it.
But
and
they haven't
nobody
played in
likes
the streaming
Marvel
realm
anymore.
Look, they haven't played in the streaming realm, right? They don't like that they are collecting subscribers every month, but when they drop something new, they don't necessarily collect new subscribers. You know what I mean? They just appease the existing ones. And they don't like that game.
I think their folly was thinking that they could just drop a streaming service that could compete directly with Netflix without the reputation that Netflix built for itself.
Right.
And I firmly believe that other streaming services can build just as good, if not better, reputations than Netflix. You just have to do it right. And Disney, I don't think, is doing it right. They may be pivoting in order to do it better. And that's what you want to see.
They're pivoting back to sequels, prequels, spin-offs, and theater runs, which has been their game the whole time, right?
Man, do you guys remember?
They're kind of stepping away from streaming altogether.
You remember when it first dropped, Disney Plus, and it dropped like 2 or 3 like original shows with like Jeff Goldblum and The Mandalorian. And then it was
the future was bright,
dude. But it was vacant for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
There was nothing new.
Yeah. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. Is this going to save Pixar? Is this going to just... I think fundamentally you have a storytelling and activist problem when it comes to Hollywood in general, and so Pixar and Disney is affected by that. I think that's the true problem. It's not the types of stories you tell. But let me know if you guys think this is going to save it, or if this is going to just create more of the same problem. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and liking this video. We'll see you next time.